it's Jessii Vee. So, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I literally just found out all the answers I ever wanted about Ryan. If you don't remember, which you should, I've been doing this whole Attic Man update thing for the last, like, what, month and a half? And last time I was talking about how I kept receiving letters and packages for someone named Ryan, and I had no idea who Ryan was. Well, this morning, my doorbell rang, and I was thinking, oh, it's probably just the mailman, or, you know, just someone you usually expect to see, but I opened the door, and it was a person asking to speak to Ryan. So I was able to talk to this person for a while and did more research myself, and I know exactly who Ryan is and what his whole deal is. But before we get into that, I have like a seriously awesome announcement, and I know I say that all the time, but this announcement is probably the best announcement you guys will ever hear in your lives. I've never officially said this before, but I am planning on touring the States in early 2019. You guys have probably heard of Fullscreen before. A lot of creators have done tours with them, so they got in contact with me and they are giving me the opportunity to go on tour with them to a ton of cities to meet you guys. I'm sorry, I have to calm down. I'm just like, I've never literally been given this opportunity before, and I can't contain my excitement because I've always told you that I've wanted to meet each and every single one of you, and the States is a great start because so many of you guys are there. Now, this is not 100% set in stone yet because you guys need to tell me which cities you want me to go to. So I have a link down in the description. It's my tour demand page. Basically, you click on that link and enter your information of which city you want me to go to. And basically the cities with the most amount of votes are the ones that I will be going to. So if you want me to see you, if you want me to hug you and meet you and hang out with you, definitely click that link down below and request your city. So if you want to go ahead and pause this video, I will wait. I will wait for you to click on that link and I'll just be right here when you come back. But yeah, that's definitely important to do just so I can make this tour happen and just so I can go to the locations where most of you are. And I'll be going to a ton, so definitely request your city down below. Can you believe this? I literally can't believe this. Obviously the States are just a start. I know I have subscribers all over the world, but this is a great beginning for me. And for those of you who do not live in the States, I will definitely be going to other places eventually, I promise you. But yeah, this was just exciting news for me and I couldn't wait to tell you guys, so link down below. Alright, so regarding this whole Ryan thing, and as I always say, please watch the videos leading up to this one. I have like, I don't even know, like 5. Just so you're in the loop and you know what the heck I'm talking about, because if you don't, you're probably like, why do we care about someone named Ryan? Well, you will if you watch the videos. So after I made my last video, I kind of thought that it would be the last update because I couldn't find any information about Ryan. I didn't know who the letters were coming from, who he was, or anything like that. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take it as it is. I'll send back his letters, and then that's that. Well, this morning I got up around 9 and at exactly like 9:30 my doorbell rang. So I walked downstairs, as I said, expecting it to be something totally normal like a package because I order so many things online, guys. But I opened the door and it's this man standing there, probably in his 30s, I'm gonna guess. He was in shorts and a t-shirt, he had a backpack over his shoulder, he had a baseball cap on, and the moment I opened the door, he looks at me and he smiles and he's like, oh, you must be Ryan's girlfriend. And you guys don't understand, I did not expect to hear Ryan out of his voice. And secondly, I wasn't expecting to be assumed to be his girlfriend. So I was a bit taken back for a second and then I was like, no, that is not my boyfriend. I actually don't know Ryan. Is it Ryan blank? So I gave his last name, which obviously I'm not gonna put on here, but I've been seeing his last name on all of the letters and the packages I've been getting. So I said his last name and the guy was like, yeah, that's the Ryan I'm talking about. And so I was like, no, Ryan doesn't live here. I've never known a Ryan. No one in the neighborhood knows a Ryan. And I told this guy that I keep receiving Ryan's mail. And the guy was like, that is so strange. I was like 100% sure that he lived here. So then I asked this guy, I'm like, okay, do you have like 1 second to just talk to me about this situation? Because I'm really curious and I'm very confused. And I was so lucky that this guy was very friendly. He was open to talk because some people like don't want to just talk to strangers. But I was like, okay, he came to my house on my porch, so I feel like I have the right to ask him a few things. So he told me that Ryan used to own a yoga studio near my house that apparently went out of business, unfortunately. He only had this business for about 2 years, but I guess he wasn't getting enough clients or something like that. But this guy at my door said that he was one of Ryan's clients and they became really close friends and he just wanted to stop by to see Ryan because he hadn't in a while. So first of all, I felt kind of bad for this guy because he was just trying to do a friendly gesture to come say hi to Ryan, but Ryan doesn't live here. But then I was also confused because I was like, if they're friends, as he says, why wouldn't he have texted or called Ryan before coming or found out his official address? So I was like, wait, did Ryan literally tell you that this exact address was where he lived? And he was like, no, I haven't heard directly from Ryan in about a year, but I've heard this is his address through mutual friends. I said, who are these mutual friends? And I was like, okay, well, I only moved in here about a year ago. Was he the son of like the previous owners? And I said the two names of the previous owners and he was like, honestly, I wouldn't know what his parents' names were. So I was like, oh no. So then I just requested that if anyone ever brings up that this is Ryan's address for him to correct it, because I just don't want any more people or like things coming to my house when clearly I'm the owner and Ryan doesn't live here. But that was really the only information that this guy had to tell me. Apparently Ryan was really friendly, really sweet, very athletic. He was in competitive swimming, so he was at the gym and the pool like every day. He had yoga classes 4 times a week. I don't know, I learned a lot about Ryan today. And I'm kind of glad I did because in that moment it made me feel like he was a little less creepy. And it also made me feel like this guy cannot possibly be in my attic with just hearing about his personality. I mean, if he loves to go swimming in the gym every day, there's no way he could be up in the attic for months. I mean, there's no physical activity up there. But yeah, obviously I didn't tell this guy at the front door that, oh, I thought he was in my attic, because then I would sound like a crazy person, just like I do right now. So that was the information I got, and the guy just said goodbye and sorry for bothering me, and he went on his way. So then I decided to text my dad to see if he could help me a bit further. I told him that I've been getting Ryan's mail for a while, and I told him that someone just came to my door asking for Ryan. So my dad, like, he got all like in detective mode, and he's like, okay, tell me Ryan's first and last name. Wait, I mean, just last name, obviously. So I gave my dad all of Ryan's information and he went back into his files and looked through all of the information that we have on the previous owners. So he looked up the previous owners' first and last names, and their last names did not match up with Ryan's last name, so I kind of thought it was a dead end. But then, somehow my dad's whole detective sort of thing, he found out the mother's maiden name, I believe, and her maiden last name was the same last name as Ryan's. And that was information I never knew because I always assumed that Ryan wasn't their son's name because he didn't have the same last name as them. The children of the parents have the same last name. But I'm guessing that he took his mom's maiden last name or something along those lines. So I mean, problem solved, right guys? He must be the son of the previous owners and is still sending all of his mail here. But the question I still have is, why is it only in the last 2 months? And why did he not update his friends? And why have they not seen him in a year? But I mean, that's really the mystery of Ryan. It wasn't as big of a deal as we thought it was. And I mean, I know it's not a huge story to tell you guys, but I thought, I literally found the answer. Why wouldn't I make an update video about it? And I also talked to you guys on Twitter and on the community tab on here, and you guys were like, yes, definitely make an update. So I mean, here's your answer about Ryan. He used to live here, his mail's still coming here. I mean, it was probably an obvious answer that was right in front of me, but because he didn't have the same last name as his parents, I didn't associate them together. And no one in the neighborhood knew a Ryan, so he was either a homebody and never left the house, or he was always traveling, so no one in the neighborhood really got to meet him. But yeah, that answers all my questions about Ryan. It doesn't answer the questions about why things in my house are moving around and why there's noises up in the attic and all kinds of stuff like that. It doesn't really dismiss the creepy part of everything, but it does give a logical answer for Ryan. I mean, to be honest, and I kind of knew this all along, all this stuff moving in the house and all the weird occurrences, it's probably paranormal stuff because that's what I've been through my entire life. I'm just followed by ghosts. So me putting a name to the issue was probably me trying to think logically, but really, Ryan was never here. He left a year ago. Anyways though guys, I hope you feel a little bit better at least knowing answers about him. And before I go, if you haven't yet, please check out that tour link because I want to meet you guys so bad and I just want to know the places where the most of you are. And one more thing, I'm going to be mentioning a handful of the new members. As I always say, if your name is not mentioned in this video, you will be mentioned in an upcoming video. So let's go to where we left off. Alright, so we have Rick Brony, Lacey Anderson, Emily Cool Gamer, Emma Marie, Marie Toro, Owen the Amazing Pug, Kimberly Dawn Ryan, Pine TV, Faith the Singing Angel Batim, Jonna Marie, Jada Lee, Mighty Loves Corner, Autumn Rose, Madeline Regter, Ginger LPS, Christy 0317, Candace Wilk, My Life as Bethany 56, LPS Melanie, Courtney Gillette, Matt Mediska, and we'll stop at Magician's Apprentice. So thank you all of you for becoming members. You mean so much to me. And for those of you I have not mentioned yet, I definitely will. There's just a lot of people to get through, but I will get through them all. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!